God was going to be right in the center of it. Because even when things were happening, I don't always necessarily see God there when you're in the middle of it. When you look back, you can see, it's hard sometimes right when you're in the middle of it because sometimes you feel like you're drowning. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2012. So basically the signals from your brain to the rest of your body, there's interruptions. So the signals don't always go the way they're supposed to go.
The beginning of 2020, it started off great. I paid off my debt. I bought a trip to Punta Cana to go with my son, paid to get some dental work done, and I had money in the bank. Well, COVID hit. So what savings I did have was gone. I had to find another job because my last family had laid me off from fear of COVID. So I found another apartment, and it was the worst one I've ever been in.
When he got up to walk, I knew, when I saw him trying to walk, I just jumped straight up out of bed and said, something's wrong. And I set him down in the chair and I looked at him and I said, something's wrong. And he said, at that point, he lost his voice immediately. He had a clot, and that clot went to the brain. And at that point, he had to go in the ICU. He was in there 10 days because of the swelling.
I lost the ability to read. Now, I can read, but I was an avid reader, always had a book. I can't follow what's happening in the story anymore. And so that was a huge hit for me because that was what I would do to entertain myself, was I was always reading.
An older man had made a house into 4 apartments, but he didn't maintain it. 3 weeks living there, but I spent a whole week using mold killing primer to kill the mold in the kitchen. And so I finally move in. It was somewhat able to move in, and I had some clients that had donated a few things for me because I didn't have furniture or anything like that. And as all of a sudden I'm smelling, it smelled like urine, and it was getting worse. And it was right around Thanksgiving of 2020, and I'm feeling sick. I couldn't wake up one morning. I was just feeling nauseous and not well. I had a client that actually had to rescue me out of there.
I can't leave Ron based upon he has seizures. And he has the grand malls of all the seizures.
I know how things hit you in life, how it can become like a snowball. And it just feels like it's one thing and this thing hit you and this thing hit you. And so you're just like, you want to change, but you just feel like you're just being bounced from one, and you really almost like it's just too much. And so working with the lady that I have, just focusing on small things in the beginning.
I literally ran from St. Louis, sick, just had fed up with life. So coming here was a challenge. I was pretty depressed. There was a time I almost ran my car into a median because I was just ready to just give up.
I never wanted him to feel like he was a burden in a way. He was still the same man that I had married and took care of me. And I don't want anybody to abuse him or take advantage of him because of the kind of man he was to me. And so I give my best for him.
You can't take the whole snowball. It's too big. You're going to have to take a little piece of it. Just maybe one little thing that you want to try to do. Take a look at your life and look at ways to better yourself with somebody helping you. That's been the big thing. At least I have the tools that I can use. So I see being a mentor as just a way of reaching out and helping somebody in the same way that somebody helped me.
Six Stones has been a place where I've been looking for, because I've gone through so much and I never had anyone that I could really communicate with. And she had said that maybe I should do the Momentum program. Sign me up. sign me up, baby. Sign me up. I'm there, you know. And going through the momentum with Amy, it's exactly what I needed.
You can set goals no matter where you are in life, even if they're small goals for maybe something you want to do with your house or something you want to do with your yard. It doesn't have to be anything big. Sometimes you can look back and you feel like you're not really accomplishing anything in life. But if you've set goals, then you can look and go, oh wait, I did this, and I finished this, and I completed this. And so then you start seeing that you really are accomplishing things. Now you can see that you actually are being productive in your life, and that you're not just existing, that you're actually living. You know, I saw how that improved my life.
You know, I had no problem in filling out an application for Six Stones. We've been exposed to the goodness of God. This is what Six Stones is doing, you know, by the grace of God. And we just appreciate Six Stones. It could have been somebody else, but we were called. And we are certainly thankful and appreciative to you guys and to the Lord that He would touch your hearts with this kind of compassion and grace.
They want to help people, and that's the kind of place that I have looked for. And so I volunteer every Monday now. I give back. And this is the first place in my 59 years of living that I've seen the love of Jesus like this.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.